right, President Trump is moving too fast for the fake news and deep state to keep up with him. Talking about this, Mark Simone, Hall of Fame WOR radio show host, Joe Concha, Fox News contributor, author of The Greatest Comeback Ever. Mark, Democrats can't keep up. The fake media can't keep up. Almost nobody can keep up.
No, it's not fair to them. They're still working on a Greenland response, and he's on to 47.
That was months ago. That's fabulous.
They can't think up lies fast enough to counter this stuff. It's just like a flurry of punches. They can't keep up. And it's not fair to the White House correspondents who could sit there all afternoon, nothing to do, once a day for 20 minutes. You're in the briefing room, and then back to your desk all day. Now they can't keep up. He's wearing them out.
It's a warp speed world. It's a warp speed world.
It's a blitzkrieg.
It's a blitzkrieg world.
We're looking at something north of 70 executive orders at this point. Remember, he came into office, Donald Trump did, 24 days ago. It feels like 3 years he's already been in office, but that's why. When Trump is controlling the conversation, and we're talking about setting the narrative not on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, constantly taking questions, constantly in front of people's screens, Democrats, it's a moving target to the point where they can't coalesce around one message. So their plan, I guess, is to be, they're mistaking volume for policy. And it is annoyingly loud in terms of these rallies. So if you're a Republican right now, you want more Jasmine Crockett on your screen. You want more Maxine Waters, definitely Chuck Schumer holding up Corona light cans. You want Elizabeth Warren screaming because the juxtaposition is one is action and one is very loud words.
This is planned. I think this was planned. I think this blitzkrieg, to Joe's point, right from the start. Look, I know a little bit about this, okay? There were policy discussions and political discussions and tactical discussions going on moving into the fall and certainly post-November 5th. You had very well-known think tanks and other people and lots of Mar-a-Lago. I mean, President Trump knew what he was doing here.
It's not just planned. It's brilliantly planned. He's chosen what you call 80-20 issues, where 80% are for it. And it's suicidal to oppose it. And Democrats, the dumbest thing you can do is swing at every pitch, and they're doing that.
Great point.
Are tariffs an 80-20 issue? I'm a little concerned about that. I happen to support the reciprocity trade. I've supported it. But I'm concerned because it gets such bad press. It's always, you'll see inflationary tariffs. I'm not sure the administration or the president has given enough rebuttal to that. I kind of think tax cuts are more popular than tariffs, but I always think that, so that's my problem. But what do you think, as a media guy, media analyst, what do you think?
I think that cable news doesn't allow for a lot of nuance, but I'm going to try here, okay? Tariffs, in amongst themselves, yes, will cause inflation. But if it's being used as a negotiating ploy, as a tool, and it's been successful, like we saw with Mexico, for example, Canada, Colombia, when they wouldn't take back violent criminals and they decided to all of a sudden. If he's using it in a way where it actually is getting results and he doesn't actually have to apply the tariff, that's one thing. Now, there are tariffs out there on steel, for example. Japan's already asking for an exception. I think with Trump, everything is a negotiation and nothing is... it's as clear as mud for a reason.
I think that's fair. I'd rather see him in the Oval Office with Elon Musk talking about cutting federal spending, deficits, debt, and inflation. And down with the regulators. I mean, I love the Elon Musk message, and I love the fact that the Democrats have gotten this Musk derangement syndrome.
Well, if he cuts this $1 trillion, it's possible you could lower federal tax by 30%.
Yes.
Right there. And when they tell you that this guy's trying to enrich himself, how do you, if you have $404 billion, how could you enrich yourself? How is it even possible?
And he's sleeping on a floor in the White House. I mean, money doesn't seem to matter to him.
There's something to that. He was sleeping in a shack in Mar-a-Lago. I mean, that's exactly right.
Sure.
For several months on that.
Got me through college. But in the end, Democrats are the party now that is defending waste, defending corruption. It's like defending cancer. Okay? So anytime you want to cut the federal government, that's an 80-20 issue.
Wow, gentlemen, well done. You're right, 100%. Thank you. Joe Concha, Mark Simone, fabulous.